I can sort of make the loops and things, but it's doing anything more than that with it, especially in a short amount of time, like 10 minutes. I'm like, I can try and make it into a little bit of an arrangement and then run out of time for the things. I've got lots of like half-started things like that. So it's sort of knowing how to sort of progress that. But I think, as you say, that will probably come with using the machine anyway. But
yeah, for sure. There's an element of practicing and going fast, which it's just about that. But again, with just as a general thing, with the amount of time that you're splurging, there isn't a magic to 10 minutes, right? What the reason that we do 10 minutes is partially just because I want people to do as much splurging live on the call as possible. So there's that. But the other thing is, I know that you can't. I mean, I've practiced now enough to make an entire piece of music. I mean, actually, you can make a piece of music in the time it takes to make it now because I've simplified everything, right? So I know it is actually possible to make a decent idea in like 5 minutes. So 10 minutes feels like an almost luxurious amount of time. So it is possible. It is possible. I know it's not possible for everyone right now. So do allow yourself to go longer, as long as it's not too long. I think 20 minutes is. You're probably going to stop splurging around that time unless you're really like, Buddha, and just go and able to kind of ignore those judgments and just kind of move forward. So, but at the same time, if you are going as fast as you can and it's still like you've virtually got nothing, okay, extend the time a bit and just get a bit more. The second thing is, let me ask you a question. So can you tell me narrate for me what you actually do? Like, so how do you start? When you start splurging, what do you actually do?
So I've got my template that I've created beforehand. So obviously don't waste time doing that in the 10 minutes or 20 minutes. And then usually just try and find a sound I like and then just have them play around on the keyboard just to try and get something going. Well, I noticed what I was doing. I thought I was splurging, but I was actually editing way too much before.
Right.
Very
common. Yes.
Quantified all of that. That doesn't sound right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I realized from Sunday that actually I wasn't splurging. I was just sort of editing as well. So this week I haven't been doing that nearly so much, just letting it be as it is. But I'm very indecisive, so it's trying to find something and then get that down really quickly. So I'm trying to work on sort of just getting the idea out and not overthinking it, basically, in that sense.
And are you splurging into a loop?
Yes. Yeah.
Something just as another little prescription. Instead of splurging into what are you using? What actually software are you using?
Logic.
Logic. Okay, well that's cool. Okay, so use arrangement view.
Yeah.
And by the way, when I say use arrangement view, I'm not saying everybody must always the Mike Monday workflow. That's not what I'm saying. In your, I'm not. It's like you don't always have to arrangement view, but in order to go quicker, put your first part in on the arrangement. Yeah. When you put your next part, copy that part over. When you put your next part in, put it in the next 8, 16, however long it is, bars. Copy those two over. When you put your next part in, then put it there. So in other words, arrange as you go, but it's random arranging. You're not really. It's almost like well, I'm putting this part in next, putting this part in next, and then when you get to enough parts, you can visually do this. Just copy over one and delete one of them. Copy over another two and delete one of them.
Yeah, I did that actually. It's quick. I actually said it half decent. I was like,
So just do
random.
Yeah, exactly. Just do that, because the thing is, creating this kind of, again, I'm not saying you must never do the looping thing, because I know clip view is very helpful and there's an app on Ableton now and stuff. It is helpful in some ways, but I just think just in order to train yourself, to treat it as a training, train yourself out of that. Right, I'm making a loop. Yeah. Now I'm doing an arrangement. Thing is, like a piece of music is an arrangement. It's not a loop.
No, I can create loops, but then it's doing anything more than just creating loops, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe for years I was like doing this. Right, first I'm going to make the loop, and then at some point I'm going to decide to move on to the arrangement. I was like, oh my god, this is really I can't. Why is it so hard to make an arrangement? Why is it so hard? Like 25 years of this, and then I was like, hang on a minute. Why don't I just start by making an arrangement?
Yeah, it makes sense because you're making a loop. You make the loop sound good, but then when you destroy it because you can't make it into an arrangement.
Like, and the more you listen to it as the more you listen to it as a loop, the more it is a loop in your mind. It becomes concrete as a loop, and the longer you do it, leave it, the harder it is to just immediately arrange. Again, this isn't this is what you must always do, but just in order to make it quicker. I mean, you'll actually find by doing that, what you'll end up doing is your splurges end up being too long. They're too much. So you have to kind of you have to make the time shorter. Otherwise, listening back takes ages. so it's almost like the opposite. It's the opposite problem, which is a good problem to have.
Right.